When the police stops you, what do you choose? Jail or take a ticket?
I'm not going to your jail. I just want the ticket.
Give me the ticket so I can leave.
What reason justifies driving at 106 miles per hour in a 30-mile speed limit zone?
Why are you driving 106 to get to school?
I woke up late.
You're late?
I woke up late.
How can trees go from fighting your enemies to fighting you?
Jay! Get on the ground! Hands up!
And how do masters of non-contact combat making you stop breathing from a distance?
In this video, Alex and I, Donnie, gathered the top racers whose car you can't search without a lawyer.
Because there is nothing forbidden in them.
Why are you towing my car?
Non-preference tow on the way.
Why are you towing my car? There's no reason to tow my car.
The first video kicks off with the driver deciding to impress everyone with his fantastic driving skills. He somehow managed to overpass the 30 mile per hour limit and zoomed past 100 miles per hour, making people around super jealous. After having a good ride, the driver stopped close to a cop who was pretty amazed by his skills like everybody else. And when the officer comes over to the car for an autograph and maybe a selfie for memories,
He's very surprised when he sees that behind the wheel is not a man, it is a Humpty Dumpty.
Turn the car off and step out.
Why? Why?
Step out of the car.
Who are you?
Donnie, this is a nice lady named Amanda, and she's totally willing to cooperate with the police.
I'm trying to comply.
You're trying to what?
I'm trying to comply with you.
Yeah, unless it is a white male police officer.
I'm sick of white men. I'm sick of officers. I don't have time for I really don't.
As always, the moment you get fed up with white guy cops, suddenly they are everywhere. But as soon as you book them for your bachelorette party, bam! It's Danny DeVito in a kid's costume.
That was mature, wasn't it?
And even though the cops talking up the benefits of walking, Amanda is not buying it.
I'm not gonna get out of this car.
Okay.
Well, Amanda, since you've been pulled over, jail or ticket, what is gonna be for you?
I'm trying to go to school. I'm trying to go to work. I'm not going to your jail. I just want the ticket.
Wise choice.
Wait up, we didn't mention where the ticket is for yet.
Yeah, a ticket for a visit to a sports pool.
I really don't have time for this.
Well then, sorry, but you'll have to go to jail.
You are under arrest
For what?
for reckless endangerment.
For what?
That's a felony crime.
Who am I endangering?
Come out of the
Who am I
car.
endangering? Who am I endangering? Please explain that to me.
Step out of the car.
Please explain to me who I'm endangering.
Step out of the
Please
car.
explain to me who I'm endangering. Who am I endangering?
Where are you coming from today?
What? My house? I'm trying to get to school.
Whoa, she almost tried to take off. She got it together just in time. Her driver's license is still in the cop's hands.
But then Amanda remembered that her students at school were waiting for her lesson. They matter way more than stupid driver's license. The cop somehow stretched and grabbed the ignition key, despite Amanda taking up the whole car.
God,
1033, 1033.
can you get off me? Please. Get off me.
Get on the
I'm
ground.
with you. I'm not getting off.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground.
But he can't slap cuffs on her anymore, cause the clumsy klutz left him in his car. So he would be stuck giving a sad look to the handcuffs.
While trying not to fall off that rolling ball.
Leave the shave.
If it wasn't for this walker fixing the pole nearby, who came to the rescue.
Put your hands behind your back. Thank you, sir. Can you get my radio out of the street there so it doesn't get run over? Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And so the cop's like, hey buddy, toss me 2 pairs of handcuffs.
Because one pair isn't enough for Amanda.
Then, with some superhuman move, he got her on her feet and took her to the car.
There's a book in my car. It says Raccoons are the smartest people.
The other racer took a short nap before the tough day at work.
Hey, what are you trying to do?
I'm clueless too. My guess is Amanda was half awake and thought they delivered the vegetables she ordered for lunch.
Can I get the ticket and go now? Or how do I get out of here? Officer, I'm asking you a question. Asking you to do your job.
Yeah, bros, get busy already.
Sir, you're holding me up.
Bruh, she's the one supposed to answer the questions, not him.
Are you diagnosed with any mental health disorder?
I don't know.
Are you supposed to be taking any medications?
I don't know.
Alright, but why were you racing at 106 miles per hour where the limit is just 30?
Why are you driving 106 to get to school?
I woke up late.
You're late?
I woke up late.
Yeah, I mean, that's really excessive. I don't usually go that fast even on a tall highway.
Did it seem at all dangerous to you, the
No.
speed you were traveling? Passing cars left and right at what speed?
No, I was being safe.
Looks like Amanda won't make it to the lesson today.
Those students are gonna be super disappointed.
You hit the 2 fingers you're supposed to.
With what happened next, Amanda could be missing more than just today's lesson. It turns out the woman is in a bind after abusing Colombian laundry detergent.
You want to tell us where the drugs are in the car?
There's no drugs.
Okay.
Nice try though.
And if they find any leftover traces of it in her car, it's definitely not hers.
Because the dog certainly says that there are.
If the dog says there's drugs, then go ahead and try to find them. I have nothing. There's no drugs that I know of in that car.
To my knowledge, there's no drugs in that car.
Well, they must belong to someone, right?
Has somebody been in your car, somebody that uses narcotics?
Yeah.
Yes? I'm sorry, who would that have been?
Mississippi and Jess.
Mississippi and Jess.
Well, Mississippi and what's that, Alex? Are they famous or something?
Whoa, the ladies got a handle on symbolism. Okay, so Mississippi is the river that Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn sailed on. In Mark Twain's novel, it is like the ultimate symbol of freedom.
Smell like freedom. If that's K-Road, I'm a free man.
And jazz is a style of music which is just the embodiment of freedom. It is all about improvisation, breaking all the musical rules. And if you look at it historically, jazz is like a symbol of African Americans' battle for civil rights and, drumroll please, freedom. With this info, feel free to leave in a comment about what Amanda was getting at with her secret message. Splendid. Just splendid.
Hi there.
Check it out, Donnie, you called her Humpty Dumpty, but can you even do a high kick like that?
Nah, only Van Damme could do it.
Yeah, certainly not a penguin, that's for sure.
I need some medical attention. These nice officers threw me to the ground.
Hi. She's claiming that she needs some medical attention after resisting arrest and having to be decentralized.
Resist arrest. He's full of shit.
So they gave up Amanda a 2-month timeout in a locked-up resort while she waited for her bond sentencing.
They gave her a short break on bail, but then sent her back behind bars, where she spent a few more months. And finally got out by paying a $387 fee for her stay there above bail.
You know I'm trying to be a teacher, right? So those 2 charges are gonna f*** my career.
I'm sorry you chose to do what you did this morning.
I'm sorry, you're sorry I listened to my God?
In the second video, we have a driver who decided to play Mario Kart in real life. He's not willing to lose the first place in the race, so he's racing at 100 miles per hour to evade the police. Gotta admit, Amanda was driving faster.
Amanda didn't have to throw traps for her chasing competitors while doing that.
On top of that, the driver sometimes hits the brakes just to tease those behind. And well, that kind of attitude didn't turn out too great. When they set a spike trap for him, the Jeep ended up in a ditch.
It all comes down to pride. He should have been driving towards the finish line instead of waving his fingers around.
Just like in that tale about the rabbit and the turtle.
Driver, get out of the truck now! Driver, stop!
He wasn't about to give up though. The driver decided to make a run for it into the woods, but his escape route was shut down by a fallen tree.
Get down on the ground!
As he got closer, the cop saw this badass 52-years-old girl named Penny.
Was Penny wise? No, she wasn't, cause she picked up a dry stick as her weapon against the cops.
I'm telling you, she might have gotten away from the fuzz if it weren't for those darn fallen trees lying around.
Get on the ground! Face down, now!
And the cops were so rough during the arrest that Penny had a hard time catching her breath.
Yeah, I can't breathe.
Okay, do not move!
I can't breathe, officer. I'm okay. I'm not gonna run no more.
Then she's okay again.
I can't breathe. I need my papa.
Now she's having trouble breathing again.
Bro, they are either busting out some no-contact combat moves on her, or she is trying to have sex with the ground.
Officers stopped this interspecies love affair. The ground didn't give the green light to that.
Stop!
Then do you know what, if you ask me, I'd say Penny looks absolutely fantastic for 52. A terrific demonstration of the benefits of a healthy lifestyle. This woman is full of energy.
Besides, you only need 1 pair of cuffs for those hands.
I can't breathe.
Okay, we're gonna get you
I
set up.
can't breathe.
If it weren't for those cops pulling out some weird magic trick that made her suddenly stop breathing,
As she raced around the county tossing garbage all over the place, things were going pretty darn well for her.
You stand up? Yeah. We're gonna lift up for you.
Yeah.
Get your feet under you.
Finally, the spell wore off, Penny could breathe again, and cops walked her to the car.
Oh, just so you know, this wasn't her car. It has been stolen, and I can't wait to see the owner's face when he finds it like this.
You dog, I heard you like women, so we put a woman in your car, so you can search for your car while she drives it.
They are walking her to their car.
I did this for a reason.
Let's go have a seat in the car, okay?
Thank goodness. You know, at first I thought she turned this into GTA for no reason at all.
Yeah, Penny, spill the beans. Why did you put so many people at risk like that? Okay, then I'll say it myself. Alex, she thought it would be cool to mix Requiem for a Dream and Breaking Bad into one crazy mashup.
No way. Are you saying she was moving around powered by a cocktail named Breaking Dream?
Requiem for a Bad.
Oh, it's really diagram.
Okay.
I need some help. I need help.
If you need help and you can admit that, that's a good thing. We gotta handle things one at a time.
I sold the truck last time. They just let me go. I need some help.
But honestly, she does look better than Amanda. You wouldn't even guess.
I'm pretty sure they will just let her loose the next day. From what we've seen so far, they've been pretty much forgiving for people's mistakes, even several times in a row.
Yep, they bailed her out for $5,000 till the trial, but since she didn't bother showing up for court, Penny is now on the run, and they lived happily ever after.